Okay, so last time we built the Dart, which was our last plane. We're going to build a different plane this time. And to be honest with you, I don't know the name of this plane, but it's built very similar to the Dart. And a lot of my son really loves this plane. This is the one that I make for him all the time. He loves how it flies, so this might be better for you guys. I don't know. So we'll first get the center edge, and just like I said in the last video, when you're folding it over, make sure that you get as close to your corners as possible as you're folding to not have a big discrepancy in how symmetrical the plane will be. Remember, having a symmetry is important because you want everything on one side to be equal to everything on the other side, so the plane is balanced and then it won't fly a specific way. So now I'm going to fold this in. So the same kind of situation that I did with our last plane I'm doing with this one, and this one's not going to come out right. I just folded a little bit crooked, so I'm going to see if I can fix that. Okay, that's better. And it still won't line up perfectly. One side is always, for me, always longer than the other. And that's what's happened here. And I'll show you what I mean. Ugh. When these two folds come down, where they meet, one side is always like longer than the other. I don't know why that is, but it's okay to make that mistake because it's so minimal, it's not really going to change anything. So now, when we did the Dart, we folded this over. Actually, I'm sorry, we folded this over. But with this guy, we're actually going to fold this down. All right, so now that we folded this down, we're going to fold these corners over. And I'm not going to do this as like perfectly lined up with my center fold like I did before. I kind of brought it out and then made a little bit of a triangle, which is what we're going to have here. So I'd say maybe about a ½ inch above the little point that comes down. And then you're just going to match it up with the other one. So the other side, just connect the two that way. And you should be symmetrical on both ends of the plane. Okay. So now that I'm symmetrical there, I'm going to fold this little guy up and over. And it basically holds those two together. And we take the plane, we fold it in the middle again, but this time the opposite direction. And now we fold our wings downward. And when we fold our wings downward this time, we just start from that corner and we fold them down level from there. Let's see if I can get it here. Now this is more of like, I think, a trick plane rather than a plane that flies for good distance. But my son has made this thing fly pretty good distance before. I'm just not able to do it, but it could be the speed in which he's throwing it that makes it fly the distance it goes. But he gets a lot of tricks out of this. Like this is the plane that will flip around and make cool turns and fly that way. So there's our second plane. All set up. And in the next video, we'll see the last plane.